Hi, I'm Mayor David Black, and this is City Happenings for Christmas week. The city's finance department is second to none. In keeping with that, the finance department has won a national award for excellence for the 5th straight year. We'll tell you what it's all about. And in our next installment at looking at our police department's involvement with the local D.A.R.E program, we go to Carriage Hill Elementary. And last week we told you about the husband and wife artist team who have an exhibit in the City Hall Art Gallery. We introduced you to Jason Schleicher last time. This week, we'll talk to her husband, Jason.
Thanks, Mayor Black. The city's finance department continues to show how transparent it is by being awarded its 5th straight comprehensive annual financial report for excellence.
We're required by law to have our books audited by an external auditor, and that's the only requirement, but Nancy and her staff go one step beyond that, and they create an additional version of the audit that's more transparent and easier to read, and they actually present that to a professional organization, and it goes before a review board of peers, and it's actually some award criteria. And it's the highest form of recognition in government finance. And I think it's kind of like CALIA, where there's only a small percentage of organizations that apply, and of those, you're not guaranteed to get it. And we've been awarded the Kafir 5 years in a row, and it is an impartial group that does the voting. And what they talk about is the intent is the spirit of full disclosure and easy to read finances. And so it's all about transparency. And Nancy runs the department, but I understand Sally does all the work. But we have gotten the official award of financial reporting achievement, and it's being awarded to the finance department. So thank you and congratulations.
I would just like to thank management for their support. If they didn't help me prioritize this, I wouldn't have the time that it's necessary to fulfill this. And Sally is a great help. There's a lot of statistical schedules that are at the back of the financials that she's very instrumental in completing. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks again.
Continuing our look at the D.A.R.E program, Carriage Hill Elementary's Katie Pappas says the program is still relevant.
6th graders are at such a pivotal time in their lives, I think, moving on to junior high next year. They're going to be with hundreds of more kids that they're not used to. There's going to be so many influences in their life, if it's not already there. For many of them, unfortunately, it is already there. With older siblings, they're seeing these behaviors outside of school, the things that are addressed in D.A.R.E. And I think it's so relevant for these children to learn, these young men and women really, to learn the skills and to be educated about drug abuse and alcohol abuse, and to know that they can say no, and not only that they can, but why they should and how to do it.
Papillion Police Officer Tony Foster is the city's D.A.R.E instructor.
He is a wonderful teacher. The kids, for the hour he comes in on Friday, he has those kids' full attention from the minute he walks in the door till the minute he leaves. They are captivated on him. I mean, his teaching style really engages them. He doesn't only tell them something or show it to them in a video, but has them interact with the information. They discuss it with each other. They discuss it all together. They act out scenes, scenarios where they need to say no to peer pressure, and what do those different scenarios look at. And they have fun with it. It's a fun time for them. And anytime you can make learning that fun, especially on such serious issues, is great teaching to me.
Pappas says having an outside instructor is a positive.
I personally love it. I think the more the merrier. You know, I work with other teachers in the building and have other staff in my room throughout the day, and I think the different perspectives that kids can hear from is ultimately going to be more valuable for them, to hear things from different points of view. I might be teaching something about a similar topic, but hearing it from a different viewpoint, from a different perspective, and Officer Foster having a very different perspective than myself, I think is so great for them.
Pappas adds that Officer Foster is perfect as a D.A.R.E instructor.
He's great. He's such a character. I mean, I was talking with Kayla before, and I think any police officer that can make hundreds of kids every single year feel like they have a personal relationship with them, whether or not he I don't know how much he remembers them all down the line, but when he comes in, he makes every single one of them feel like he has a relationship with them. That's really cool. I mean, they honestly see him as a celebrity. They really do. Yeah.
There's a husband and wife local artist dual showing in the City Hall Art Gallery. Jason Schleicher talks about the value of having a venue like that.
To have this down here, just blocks away from where I live, is fantastic, and being able to show here with my wife is incredible as well. And I also like galleries where it's not necessarily the regular atmosphere that you run into, and just the kind of the older feel of this building attracted me as well, because it kind of reminds me of my hometown of Fremont. So yeah, it's a great place to show. It's a neat little thing they set up here.
Having a venue in City Hall gives people who wouldn't ordinarily go to the traditional art venue a chance to see local artists' works.
Obviously the people that work here and will pass through here all the time, but then like I alluded to before about it being not the run-of-the-mill gallery is sometimes beneficial, because people aren't going in expecting to look at art, and sometimes that does kind of catch people off guard, and they, oh, there's something over there I should go check out. So yeah, I do think it would attract a different audience.
Schleicher says art is a passion for him and encourages aspiring artists to take that next step.
For me, it comes down to a love and a passion for it. This is what I've wanted to do my entire life. There was never any question about that. And there's been times where, yeah, you do get frustrated, you do get pressed, and it's a thing where even if you consider, man, I'm thinking about quitting and just sticking with a day job, but you can't. And if it's something, if art is something that you try to do, and when you're not doing it, you just feel okay, it's like no big deal. For me, if I'm not doing it, I feel like I lost a limb. I feel like not a complete person anymore. So it's one of those things where, like, if it's that important to you, you should definitely stick with it, because there's a lot of stress that comes with it. There's a lot of frustration that comes with it, but there's also a lot of happiness that comes with it. But yeah, if you want to take the next step, just to get out there, I would definitely advise to network, to go out and talk to other artists, and just kind of get some advice, see what they've been through, see kind of how they're all the different approaches to the artwork, because there's always something to learn from every different artist. Everybody has a different story. So yeah, I would definitely advise to go talk to practicing artists, professors, anybody in the field, to get just a good feel for it.
We wish a safe and happy holiday season for everyone, and we encourage you to partake of the holiday events and sites around Papillion. There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. And information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org, or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.